Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D Land. Last time we completed World 1, and in this episode, we're off to World 2. Huh. How convenient, flying mail. Hello, thumbnail. Alright, so we better get a move on. Seems that Bowser used that convenient storm to get all those super leaves for his minions. So let's now go to World 2-1, which is probably what I consider to be the easiest of all the levels in the entire game. So first off, seems there's a toad up there. And he's got our star medal. So let's zoom out. And that's where it is. Okay. Now, why do I consider this to be the easiest of the levels? It's just relatively short, and you can get a multitude of power-ups here. You can get yourself multiple Tanuki suits, or you can get yourself a fire flower through that random box right over there. And as a result, it's easy to come back to this level in order to get more power-ups should you lose power-ups or need a power-up for a later world. So I'll keep World 2-1 in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because this place is very plentiful with the power-ups, and in order to keep your power-ups, you need to beat the level. Since this is a short level, it doesn't really take much time to really go out of your way to go to this level, especially because you can end up using the lower screen on the 3DS in order to, what is it called? In order to fast travel to other worlds. So let us use our super leaf, since I ended up losing my Tanuki, my fire flower, and let us go into this pipe. For another one of these, if you want to see the perspective of what it is, that's how it'll show you how the blocks are really set up. You can use the 3D on the 3DS in order to look at these for a better glance. However, the 3D on launch 3DSs was not that good. You had to hold the 3DS perfectly still in order to make things pop out, and as a result, the 3D was quickly dropped for the 3DS because really 3D was at this point considered just a dying gimmick, because I remember around the time that Super Mario 3D Land ended up coming out, there were a lot of people who were promoting 3D televisions, 3D, what was it called? 3D video games, because there are a few on the PlayStation 3 I can think of that have on their covers that they support 3D graphics for everything. And then 3D just died out because people realized it's a gimmick. And unfortunately for Nintendo, they made that gimmick a little bit part of their main console design. Because in all honesty, the 3DS doesn't use the 3D too much nowadays. And for good reason, because the 3D gives people's headaches. And I know it gave me a headache a lot of the time. It does make some games look graphically a lot nicer. But at the same time, a 3DS capture device like mine doesn't capture 3D when I turn on the slider, so it doesn't really matter. It does change slightly to noticeable things inside of this game, but course clear. And what do I mean by slightly? You'll know in certain times when I turn on the 3D that the graphics, it slightly changes some things around. But let's go now to World 2-2. Let's go. With 20 lives. I would have liked it if we had 22, darn it. And underground theme yet again. And already our first star medallion. Man, we are just getting these really quickly. Star medallions in this game, I don't think that there's a limit to how many you can get inside this game, to my knowledge, because there are the mystery boxes that you can end up getting multiple ones from. So I don't know if it's possible, if it caps off at 99 999 or not, because I've never gotten that many star medals. The most I've ever gotten is like 200 and something, and that's including the special worlds that are, I'm debating more and more on whether I should do or not. I suppose I should leave it up into the comment section, but by the time this project goes up, things will be probably already fully recorded. I mean, I am recording this way ahead of time in advance. I mean, this is supposed to be a surprise project after all, because I want to have something going on while I'm away for Christmas and New Year's. And I think that 3D Land fits the bill perfectly. Maybe I should have it during when I'm going on my break for finals, because my finals are all on the same week this year, but that's another story here or there. So now we're out of the underground, but we still have 1 star coin. Break these blocks right here, and we can reveal our 3rd star coin. So let us grab everything. There we go. And let us break these. Now, an interesting thing with the Tanuki tail is that you can still attack while you're crouching down, and you do a fun little spin. I like to call that my victory spin. But there we go, 1 up, and World 2-2 is done. And 3-4-3, we get some fireworks. You'll notice in this playthrough, I'm probably gonna get a lot of the, what are they called? Specialty times that this game has, because if you get a certain time in stages at the end, you'll get a victory fanfare like you would inside of old Mario games. So let us grab all the coins right here. There we go. Victory spin. I love doing the victory spin. It's like a little na 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 na. So let us now move on to our 3rd stage, World 2-3, which is actually one of my more favorite stages in the game. So let us go right here and get a propeller block. Propeller blocks are very helpful because as long as you have a Tanuki suit as well, you can still swing your tail around and still damage enemies. And the spinning block counts as a hit as well. So technically Mario has 3 hits right now before he turns into Small Mario, which is in this game. So let us go up over this way with our 8-bit Mario right here. And if we go all the way to the top, we got 8-bit Luigi, who has now lost his feet. But our 1st star coin is up here, so it is very important to come up here, as well as a 100 timer. So that's always a good thing to grab. So let's grab all the coins, grab that timer, and we're out of here. Ooh, a mushroom. All right, pop. More Mario 3 music. I would never have guessed. And I mean, I ended up going a little bit on a tirade in the last episode. I don't hate Mario 3. I just think Nintendo uses it too much for its cameos. There are so many games that Nintendo could do cameos for when it comes to, you know, using 8-bit music or just Mario music in general. Koji Kondo's done a lot of tracks. And not even just Koji Kondo, because I know that he's a sound supervisor nowadays. He does like 1 or 2 tracks nowadays. Alright, so there we go. Get all the red coins, get ourselves another 1 up. Always good to get. Now we're coming up to the 2nd star coin, which I don't like in this stage because you have to jump without using your propeller block, because otherwise you're gonna die. And this always makes me nervous. But I managed to get it, so that's always good. All right, let's get this timer right here. We're just about at the end of the stage. The worlds are gonna get longer later on, don't worry. And they get a lot more difficult, that is for certain. So let's grab the Heart of Coins and run as fast as we can. All right, kill the giant wallets. Frog wallets. I don't know what their actual name is. The only new enemy that I know of that's in this game are the Draglets. And even then, I think that they were inside Mario Galaxy 2. Then again, I will say this. I've not beaten Mario Galaxy 2. I've only gotten to the first world, really. And there's a reason for that. Mario Galaxy is actually the only 3D Mario game I've ever put down because I got bored. And I don't understand why. I normally don't get bored with 3D Mario games. 3D Land is usually considered to be one of the safest 3D Mario games, and a lot of people aren't a big fan of it when compared to like 3D World. But I like this game. It's a lot of fun to play, especially when you're on the go. But all the same, and we get the special time. So balloons and a victory fanfare are ours. Always nice when we get that special victory fanfare. All right, so that takes care of that. And save complete. The game auto-saves, which means if I mess up, I'm screwed. But then again, there's also the power of editing, such as that. With the power of editing, what looks like 1 death is really like 4. Yeah, I kept dying in the same spot in this stage. I don't know why I kept doing that. All right, we got the bees. Crush. And blocks that are timed with our jumps. These will switch to blue to red depending on our jump. So time your jumps correctly, otherwise you are gonna mess up and have a bad time. At the same time, we've also got spawning enemy blocks. And I'm just going to kill a lot of Goombas right now. And we have another one of the rainbow note blocks that will take us high into the sky. I think this is gonna be the first one where you have to use the 3D, yes. So turn on the 3D. The graphics slightly change. Although, is the 3D getting picked up? Oh my, I think the 3D is actually getting picked up. Huh, the 3D is getting picked up. He must have patched that in. Initially, the 3D wasn't supposed to be picked up by the 3DS capture, but I guess in this case, because of how Mario 3D Land uses it, I guess it got picked up. I could have sworn that the 3D doesn't get picked up for the capture card because it says so on the his website. But that's me. One thing I really wish Nintendo would release a 3DS capture card officially, or just some way to play the 3DS on something that can be recorded with a capture card. Because Nintendo does have their own 3DS capture cards. They have their own personally made, and they send them out to reviewers. I know that because I've seen some of them, and I've seen them at conventions too, how they hook it up to capture devices. It's captured with HDMI. But I'm missing a coin. So let's go back over this way, because I'm missing a coin. No, not over that way. Maybe it's down over this way, because they wouldn't put me past a coin. The game doesn't put you past coins if you end up going on a rainbow block. It'll actually put you a little bit ahead of the path. So as you can see, it is right here. So we're going to need to jump. And there we go. That's all 3 of the coins. So let's get to the end of the stage now. Die, die. Oh, infinitely spawning Goombas don't give me coins. Who'da thunk it? All right. And top of the flagpole. Doing really well with this, surprisingly. Normally, I'd already flub up with top of the flagpoles at this early stage in the game, but I seem to be doing rather well with it. Let's see how long we can keep this trend up. All right, I heard a toad, which means Toad House. Ooh, and this one's a gift from me. Sweet. All right, let's go in and see what we got. Hopefully it's better than the last thing that Toad ended up giving us, and since we don't have 2 Tanuki suits, it will be good, which means Toad, I will graciously accept the gift. So, this is a gift from the me. How odd. I have Street Pass turned on, but I don't really have much. I'm gonna leave this right here and then pelt you with fireballs. Goodbye. I should have grabbed the mushroom because all that would have done would have given me 10 coins, but I didn't realize that at the time. So, next, it's time to head off to World Airship. The airships return, ladies and gentlemen, and they are back with a vengeance. And what do I mean with a vengeance? I mean with auto-scrolling. My favorites. Especially when you're going after star medallions. That's always great. So, let's go across here. Okay, we got a cube. So we can go and get our first star medallion. Alright. You can get an extra item here. I don't need it. I'll just grab the time, grab the coins. Right, better get the heck out of here. And let's put on the Tanuki suit just because we're in the sky and I don't want to mess up. Right? Oh, I was hoping it would be one of those ones I can mash the A button in order to jump. Alright, so got Monty Moles here. If you remember, Monty Moles are what I named Monty after in my Pokemon White playthrough. Go and check that out if you haven't. But go underneath the ship and you can get your third star medallion. So that makes all the star medallions for World 2. So let's go and fight our boss. So who's our boss gonna be? I mean, is it gonna be one of the Koopalings? Cause, I mean, Airship, Koopalings are usually with the Airship. Well, not exactly. Oh look, he's a Boom Boom. Hello Boom Boom, I haven't seen you in a while. In fact, I think the last time you see Boom Boom is New Super Mario. No, I think he's in New Super Mario Bros. 2, which came out around the same time as this game and was not a good addition to the New Super Mario Bros. Series, especially when compared to the fact that 3D Land did so much more with the 2D Mario formula and had it even be in 3D. Plus, also, New Super Mario Bros. 2 has some obnoxious DLC that I don't even think you can get anymore because it was before Nintendo started doing DLC, you know, the good way with Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. But, there we go. That takes care of a Boom Boom. So, victory tailspin! Alright, let's grab all the coins. And proceed to victory tailspin! Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go back down. And finish up World 2. Yeah, that's pretty short, I have to admit. You can see why I ended up deciding to choose this game. Okay, what's on the mast? Oh, it's a life. I'll take that. Thank you, Boom Boom. Sorry for crushing your head. And top of the flagpole. 37 lives in 2 worlds. There we go. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're gonna be heading off to World 3 in Super Mario 3D Land. See you all next time.